Yes? Hello? Who are you?
Observing ghosts, UFOs, and strange creatures never loses its relevance. Aside from well-known incidents, we encounter new occurrences almost every week. You are on the Top Facts channel, and today we will look at strange glitches in reality and creepy encounters caught on camera. When I first watched Ghostbusters, it was incredibly funny and scary at the same time, and I can confidently call myself a fan of this genre. Over time, real stories about paranormal phenomena began to appear more often in reality than in the movies. And if you start searching online, you will realize how many creepy videos are emerging about people's strange encounters with things from the other world. Here is what happened to a girl named Leah in the year 2022. She was at home on a rainy day when suddenly events took a frightening turn and, in addition, were captured on her phone camera.
Sky! Cadê Sky? Meu Deus! Meu Deus, o que é isso? Parece povo. Mãe? Mãe? Ai, meu Deus! Mãe! Tu não tava aqui ainda, gorinha! Tu tava assim! Eu te vi!
We do not know exactly what she wanted to film or why she was calling her dog, but what appears on the other side of the bed does not look like a dog. It is someone who looks very much like the girl's mother, but there is something unnatural and even sinister about that form. At first, Leah does not realize that it is not her mother, but something else. However, when the dog and her mother both enter one after the other, the girl is so terrified she loses control of herself. Some have accused the video of being edited. Supposedly, she spliced in a second part that shows an empty space under the bed. I am not sure whether the video was fabricated or not, but judging by her reaction, this was truly a terrifying moment in her life when she realized she had come into contact with another reality. From childhood, people are drawn to mystical and mysterious occurrences simply because they happen and lead our minds into a dead end, while our intuition tells us we are encountering something beyond our level of understanding. For example, take the stories from Nuevo León. This is a state in Mexico with a population of around 6 million people. It is not only known for its beautiful landscapes and extreme weather, but also renowned for its mysterious tales about a weeping mermaid woman and incidents on the railroad in Santa Rosa. In the year 2023, it turned out that several people witnessed a mysterious phenomenon there. The author of this video specifically went to capture it on camera. Watch how she managed to do so. On YouTube, there are several videos about this ghost train that supposedly passes near Santa Rosa around 10 o'clock in the evening.
Bueno, pues ya nos quedamos un rato aquí esperando y efectivamente se empieza a escuchar como si viniera de acá, de lo lejos, y no se ve nada, o sea, no hay nada, no viene nada, y se escucha.
The young woman waits at the station and explains that it is now exactly 10 in the evening, the perfect time for the apparition to appear. But she did not expect to see and hear anything like this. Here is what really happened. We hear a whistle and the sound of a train rapidly approaching. The most astonishing part is that a powerful gust of air also rushes along the tracks, as if a train truly is moving along them. The girl's hair flutters in the wind. When the ghost train begins passing by her, she starts shouting loudly so she can be heard in the video, proof that the sound was not inserted separately. Many people in Santa Rosa also started going there to check out the train's arrival. but few have succeeded in explaining what is really happening. Maybe some nearby industrial activity creates an acoustic illusion, or perhaps this location is tied to paranormal phenomena. However, as we have seen, there is some kind of sound and wind resembling a ghost train that does indeed regularly pass by the Santa Rosa station. Have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? This phenomenon is tied to collective false memory, in which a large group of people remembers events from the past in a distorted way. For example, thinking that the name of the chocolate Kit Kat is spelled with a dash, or recalling a Monopoly emblem on which the funny old man supposedly wears a monocle. Collective false memories may be the result of merging alternate realities or timelines, causing people to recall possible variations of events. Supporters of this theory consider the phenomenon proof of the existence of a parallel universe that occasionally intersects with ours. But if there is even a grain of truth to the Mandela effect, there should be other, more substantial evidence. There is an account called Thought Police that has been posting such videos for a long time, and most of them are absolutely unbelievable. In this strange investigation, they use a very old phone to show two different alternate realities. Through this phone, we see that the Monopoly guy still has a monocle, even though in reality, he does not and never did. If you ask Google, you will confirm it. Nevertheless, thousands of people seem to recall that he was drawn with a monocle. Even in a movie featuring Jim Carrey, there is a reference to it when the hero asks a man with a monocle, "You must be that Monopoly father?" Things get even more confusing when this account watches a Britney Spears music video through the camera of their old phone. There you can still see her singing with a mini microphone, although in reality she never used one. Yet again, millions of people remember that in this video, she wore a microphone. There is also a reference in a Lizzie McGuire episode. There again is a singer with a microphone. And another Britney clip where she supposedly wears a plaid skirt, and I myself recall that she wore a plaid skirt in this video, and I am not the only one who claims it. But in fact, she was filmed in this clip wearing a black skirt. How do you explain all this? That there were several different takes, or that this is just a prank by the Thought Police channel? But what about the false memories of thousands of people? Creepy, right? Here are more examples, such as the laughing cow on the cheese packaging and that same Kit Kat chocolate bar. Many internet users are completely confused by how they do this with the old phone. In some of these videos, someone waves a finger in front of the camera to show us that this is not computer editing, a green screen, or anything like that. And indeed, it looks like the trick is genuine. What if the old phone can still see glimpses of an alternate reality in which we may have lived a couple of decades ago? I want to know your thoughts. Is there a chance that at some point in our past, there was a break between realities and that you too remember some past events differently? I do not know about you, but sometimes I catch myself asking these intriguing questions. Do parallel worlds exist, invisible to us because they lie hidden among our usual 3 or 4 dimensions? Though these things may sound like science fiction or something of that sort, well-known scientists have already proposed theories about the mind's connections in the universe, suggesting the presence of more than 4 dimensions. Concepts such as string theory and the multiverse theory allow for the possibility of hidden dimensions in the matrix. Although the concepts and ideas remain only hypotheses for now, what would you say if you saw some evidence yourself when a parallel dimension intrudes on our reality? See for yourself. An internet account under the name Vicente Coño filmed something out of the ordinary. The video's author was at a soccer stadium, and right during the match, something inexplicable happened. The guy looked at Twitter and said, "Goal!" How could Twitter predict a goal a few moments before it happened? Was this some glitch in the matrix of time? Or is the game scripted down to the minute? At least that is what most internet users say. But some truly believe it is a space-time glitch. Of course, the video could have been faked by its creator, but when it comes to strange faults in reality, it confuses many people. What if we are living in the past? What already happened reaches us later, and only occasionally do we catch this present moment, which looks like a future that has not yet arrived. Have I confused you? Yes. There is a lot to think about. Here is another story about paranormal activity in a house. This man liked to whistle loudly in his rooms, even though that is considered a bad omen, and suddenly, very creepy things started happening there.
I asked if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go.
At first, he was disturbed by strange noises in the bathroom. But as he paid attention to the other details, he realized the house was behaving strangely. It all started right after he began whistling. In this video, we can see how objects move. But the most horrifying discovery was that someone was in the house, and that entity was orchestrating all the strange incidents. The owner started noticing a dark figure sliding through the hallway, but whenever he tried to follow it, he would find nothing in the closet. Yet we also see something resembling a shadow going from the bathroom to the closet door.
Yes? Hello? What is that?
Especially if you are alone at home in the evening. Already quite baffled and frightened, the guy hopes it will all stop one day. But no, he manages to capture this shadow on camera again.
I asked if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go.
This time in the living room. Honestly, I still had doubts about the video up to this point, but only until the dog started reacting to the ghost. That is when he realized the situation had taken a truly scary turn. Now on edge, the owner speaks to it, trying to calm things down. "Come on, enough already. I do not have time for this today. Stop it, buddy." But when the lights flicker chaotically, and the door keeps opening and closing on its own, it makes you jump. Even pushing some paper towels into the door gap does not help. If this is a ghost, it would be good to figure out whether it has a purpose and what that might be. In the following days, everything only grows worse. There is banging on the glass, and on the other side of the window, you can even see someone's hands. This ghostly entity is taking a human form. Now, both the dog and the homeowner are scared out of their wits. You might laugh and say he should just call an electrician and stop whistling, but if you consider all these events together, the bigger picture is quite unpleasant. Most commenters lean toward it not being a ghost, but probably a poltergeist or a demon, because in some cultures it is believed a demon can take human form. And it definitely seems to be driving the man crazy. Some people will say everything can be done with video editing, but I would like to know how you would make the dog act like that. If you have ever seen something like this and have an opinion, do not hesitate to share it. What we are showing are not just someone's stories or inventions, but first-hand accounts by actual witnesses. People really do see these phenomena in real life and share their videos on the internet. Sometimes they are more astounding than watching a science fiction movie. For example, something genuinely strange began happening again in Las Vegas. It all started with a couple of clips that shook the internet. They showed a mysterious object crossing the sky over Las Vegas. Then a very strange recording appeared. Supposedly a phone call to the Las Vegas police from a man named Angel. He claimed there were two non-terrestrial creatures on his property, very tall, with large glowing eyes, and he insisted it was not a joke. The witness was convinced these aliens were extraterrestrials, 100% not human. Naturally, many dismissed the call as a setup, but soon everything becomes genuinely eerie.
Did you see it?
Yeah, me and him saw it.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big cloud with lights.
Can we go outside?
I have a picture in the back.
A few days after that call, another video surfaced, this time footage from a police officer's body camera. He had arrived at the same house in response to the call. The family reported seeing alien figures in their backyard. Everyone was extremely tense during this conversation, including the police officer. He mentioned that his partner had recently seen and recorded an object falling from the sky. When all the facts came to light, it turned out that shortly before the family's call, officers had recorded a green, unidentified flying object landing somewhere near that house. The witnesses swore they saw a large humanoid being. It was unlikely just a coincidence in Sao. Now we see footage from the police officer's camera, but things became even stranger. Apparently, one member of the family tried to film the supposed alien with his phone a few minutes before the police arrived. Here are a few fragments of his recording. It becomes clear that whatever was in their backyard definitely scared them, though not enough to make them flee their home. Thinking about what to do, they decided to come back and try to film the creature. So we cannot refute the possibility that they encountered some object or being.
Guarda che canti sparit le gajengue alla chorsi chora e to. Tosi. Kai! Permisar! Calmudarela me calcines vareso. Kailo, quiero que chilica.
Most viewers online could not make out any figure between the trucks, but perhaps you can spot a giant humanoid? Thousands of users pointed out how the streetlight is reflecting off its shoulder, though nobody was sure whether an alien being really got caught on camera. On 11 June, a YouTube channel called Dirk Papa Podcast conducted a live interview with this guy named Angel. During their conversation, something mysterious happened again. Some unknown woman called Angel and asked him to bring out the license plate of that channel. The guy also shared in the interview that some special surveillance system had been installed in their home. Stranger still, relying on the neighbors' accounts, some media began saying that Angel's family had disappeared and could not be located. To refute that information, Angel turned to his followers on social media and described what was happening. This is what he said. Today, 12 June, I am away from my house. People are saying we disappeared. I learned this from the news myself, but it is all untrue. Still, there must be something unsaid in unraveling this alien story. Yet I want to know your opinion. What do you think actually happened? A real sighting of aliens from a UFO, or a very tangled hoax that even its creators did not fully understand? That is all for today, but we have more videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Also, share this video with friends and check out the links already on your screen. See you again.